Finding your way out of confusion. When everything seems confusing, Jesus always shows the way. Have you ever tried to put a puzzle together and realized the pieces just didn't seem to fit? Or has there been a time when you didn't understand a situation and didn't know what to do? Sometimes, life can feel just like that. There are moments when everything seems messy, jumbled, and hard to understand. That is what we call confusion. You might have felt confused when you had a problem with a friend, got a bad grade at school, or when something happened in your family and you didn't understand the reason. At times like these, we can feel lost, worried, and even afraid. But there is wonderful news. God doesn't want us to live in confusion. The Bible teaches us that God is a God of peace. He wants to help us understand the right path and find peace, even when everything seems complicated. The Bible tells a very interesting story about a time of great confusion. One day, people decided to build a huge tower that would reach all the way to the sky. This structure became known as the Tower of Babel. But there was a problem. They didn't want to honor God. In fact, they wanted to become famous and show how important they were. Instead of following God's plans, they decided to do only what they wanted to do. So God allowed something to happen. Suddenly, the people began speaking different languages. They couldn't understand what one another was saying. Just imagine the scene. One person would ask for a brick and another would bring a stone. No one could communicate properly. Soon, construction came to a halt. That great project couldn't go on because there was so much confusion. This story teaches us an important lesson. When we try to live without listening to God, we end up getting lost and creating problems for ourselves. But the Bible also shows that Jesus can bring peace when everything seems out of control. Once, the disciples were traveling with Jesus in a boat. At first, everything was peaceful. The wind was gentle, and the sea seemed calm. Suddenly, a fierce storm broke out. The wind blew hard, waves crashed against the boat, and water poured in from all sides. The disciples were terrified. They didn't know what to do. Fear gripped their hearts. Meanwhile, Jesus was asleep. In desperation, they ran to him and asked for help. Then Jesus stood up and spoke to the storm. Immediately, the wind stopped, the waves calmed down, and the sea became still. What an incredible scene! The disciples learned that they didn't need to be afraid because Jesus was with them the whole time. Sometimes our lives go through storms too. These aren't storms of rain and wind, but difficult moments, problems, doubts, and worries. In those times, we can remember the same truth the disciples learned. Jesus is with us. He never abandons us. And do you know something very special? God has given us a powerful tool to overcome confusion: His Word. The Bible is like a lantern shining in a dark place. When we don't know which path to take, it lights our way. When we are worried, it brings comfort. When we have doubts, it shows us the truth. The more we read the Bible, the more we learn about God and understand His plans for our lives. So, when everything seems confusing, don't try to solve it alone. Pray, talk to God, and read His Word. Remember, confusion may arise, but Jesus can always bring peace to your heart. When we trust Him, we find direction, courage, and the assurance that we are never alone. And even on the hardest days, we can move forward knowing that God is taking care of us. If you enjoyed this reflection, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to receive more soon.